Hello, this is Wolf Outdoor Review here. Today I'm going to be doing a video on the US IFAK. It is also known as the Individual First Aid Kit IFAK. There's an SN number, pouch IFAK II. And it's made by SEKRI and lot number and all that. And then it has an attachable tourniquet pouch. You could theoretically put two on, one on top, one on bottom. I like the one on the bottom because if I'm not in the military, the odds of you needing, well, you do need more than one, theoretically, if the bleeding doesn't stop. But for me, I just always carry one. And for this purpose, that's what we're going to go with. So, without further ado, I'm going to take a photo for the thumbnail. Alright, so starting off, we have outside webbing. You could put another first aid kit on the outside, theoretically, or mag pouches, or some sort of like pistol magazine pouches for like tools or whatever, but I just leave it bare because it is kind of thick as it is. So before I open this up, I'm going to go over the size dimensions, and here they are. Alright, I'm back. Got my tape measure. So far, we'll just go based on this pouch and then this one on its own. And this is based on, like, reasonable size, so we'll just do very rough dimensions. This is about 6.5 by, without the additional pouch, probably about 6.5 by 6.5. And with the pouch, you're looking at a total of approximately 8 3/4, and then by 6 and 6.5. All right, we did that right. Never mind. And then about 2 3/8 depth, and that's just this particular one. And then this is about 2 1/4. And this comes off if you want it to. And this take has 4 rows by 3, technically 5 if you count the top and bottom, but I'd consider it 3 rows of usable face molly. Which, this isn't a good idea for something you need access to quickly, since these are the thin ones, whereas you see here, they finally decided to give you molly that's wider, so you can rip it out quickly if you need the pouch off your equipment, and they've also kind of loosened this. They used to make these unbearably tight, so that, like, this was a struggle, because they were double reinforced plastic inserts, but now they have reasonable mobility, so they've gotten better at the pouch materials. But anyway, here's how we went over the measurements, and so yeah, here's how this works. I'll do one more 360. And then I'll give you a measurement. Sorry. If you're looking at this, you've got about 3 1/8 inches of usable space, so it's much more than what I believe the inch half. If you're being lenient, you're looking at about 1 3/8 for the top one, but the bottom has way more space to rip the pouch apart. So here's how this works. You can pull either direction. This tag either sits on your body armor on the back. Ideally, it's some back thing, like lower back. And if you do have a problem, this is mounted to you. And, well, you would pull, and this would be attached, of course, to your back, which I'll just hold for the demonstration, because you kind of need the pressure, and you pull. And this has a bungee cord on it, and this pouch rips out, and this is your medical unit. Inside, it has this cool part here where you can put medical, I think these are for chest seals / information cards, or you could put like a piece of plastic to stiffen the back so that it retains its shape. Anyway, you have a pouch to put paperwork or whatever you want into it. Chest seals are a good idea, or like some sticker or some like, I treated this person with this or this or this. So either side can be ripped out. Both have the same thing, and this is weird because there's no real way to rip this apart. This is a permanent tunnel. There's like, it doesn't open up completely. So when you put it in, as I'll show you, it's kind of different. And here's the insert. The insert has this hole with a similar style as the old one, but a little bit different. And these are the rip-out tabs. Each side has the same. I did mine a little bit differently than you don't have to, since I don't have so much like military medical stuff. I went for a little more. What I can't use a normal first aid kit for, I went for something better. A little bit more heavy duty. So we have an Israeli bandage, a huge thing of gauze roll, another gauze roll, Sharpie for the tourniquet or the gauze roll. We have gloves here. We have a emergency blanket, and this is a compressed square of gauze. Some of these are military items, like this. And you have plenty of pockets and stuff to put in here. And here's what it's known as, insert IFAK II. There's the NSN number. All this information, all the tag numbers will be in the description, just for your convenience. And then you have an area for a Sharpie. And what's nice is if you're not doing this, it tells you theoretically what you're supposed to put in here. So marker, tape, which in that case it's tape, but I carry an electrical roll on my kit at all times anyway. Bandage. This one is supposed to be bandage. This is an airway. I used a thing of, what's the word? Hand sanitizer, so that's what that is. Then you've got glove, eye shield, theoretically. I just filled it with what I wanted. And yeah, so that's that. Probably leave the sanitizer out because I don't really like that idea after all. But marker, you know. So it tells you kind of what you're supposed to do, and you have plenty of room to fold. I like it because I've had some experience with the ACU versions that have the weird part where it's like a diaper-looking thing with a top part and fold-out wings. I don't like that design. This design is nice, and I don't know, it seems to compress better, so that's... so yeah, I'll just go over a quick measurement while I'm thinking of it. You have, when it's all folded out, you have 6.5 by about 16 inches by, with your stuff in it, maybe 2 1/4 thickness. And then when it's all bundled together, it is probably the same dimensions as a pouch. 5 3/4 by 6.5. So, and then you have a nice long cord, and I'd say it's reasonably easy to put this back in. You just want to make sure that you get it situated how you want it. And here's another shameless promotion of what I like to do. I'm going to pause the video and show you. Alright, I'm back. Normally what I like to do is take a lighter, and as you can see, I hold it on for a few seconds, then rub it. This is something I do to every single pouch and backpack I get military surplus-wise. Here's a bad example, like all this. If you heat it up till it's kind of boiling, then flatten it, it makes a goopy, plasticky clot or whatever, and that makes the gear last longer. This is something I do to all my pouches, so it may take an hour a day, or an hour for a small pouch, or I don't know. I guess for a large backpack it takes about an hour, but for smaller things you could... I just do the worst things, because you're never going to get it perfect, and a lot of the pouches have these saddening inside things, which these are actually really nice. The new stuff, they've all gone with the cover, so they finally thought about long term. But, I don't know. I guess, yeah, this is even good on the inside, but, yeah, I just hit it with a lighter. That's just kind of a quick thing I like to mention about, but then you want to make sure that you pick your direction you want to go. It doesn't really matter. You just want to make sure that I guess actually it does. Well, it matters which direction you put it. Like, you're not putting it this way. You want to make sure the flaps are down. And what I like to do is take this and pull it through with my hand through the hole. That way you get a good solid thing. And then here's how this works. You take the side you're not going to close up, and I prep that first. So you push down, and then you see your Velcro, and then you push it. You have to make sure your tab is kind of out, and then you go to the side that you're going to close up intentionally. So ideally you'd have your one side already closed, but you have to do this because you ripped out the other tab. And so with this one, here's another close-up. You take this part and push it to here. And then I like to use my full hand and curve it along with it. So, and push. I try to push reasonably deep if I can, but maintaining the hold on the rip part, because that's kind of the important part of it. And there. So, there's that. Moving down to the tourniquet pouch. I think we went over the measurements of that, but this is a tourniquet pouch. It's 2 inches by, this is rough estimations, by 6 7/8 by 2 inches, I guess. So, and I don't know what this is for. If anyone knows, let me know. It's some sort of Velcro part, I would assume, maybe a medical, I don't even know, but it doesn't really look like it attaches to anything, or maybe it's just a spare piece of Velcro that you hold the tourniquet together. But this is pretty nice because you can, well, normally you rip this open and then rip. There's your tourniquet ready. I should probably cut the band off of this. I just have it prepped in there right now, but this is how this works. Pouch tourniquet, here's the NSN number. All this will be in the description, like I said. And this is how it works. Alright, this is prepped nice and neatly, but, you know, once you put your tourniquet in, you fold these two pieces. And then down here you have a Velcro piece that you secure. What I like to do is hold my 2 fingers here. And then this is the part that holds the pouch together. So when you rip it, you're really ripping the seal of this. And obviously you probably want to prep your tourniquet so that you prep it so that you don't have it all tied up in its new packaging. You want to be able to easily deploy it. So, that is that, and now I'll do grab one of my extra ones and show you the back side. And this is the back of it. We have a Velcro piece here, and then this goes on. You can either mount these sideways. You could theoretically do 5 of these on the outside. That way you have one for each leg, which some uniforms have tourniquets sewed in, but this is something that's good for that. And it has a long piece that you can either go up and down like a normal person, or go 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, or more realistically 1, 2, but I like them on the bottom. So there's that, and we have the about 7 1/4 inches of usable space there, and 2 3/8 there. with the webbing being 1 inch. And you've got your standard snap here, and this is how it's secure. It's a weird new material, or it's double-sided Velcro, and that's on the top and bottom. That allows you to mount things horizontally on a belt. So you could put this on your rigger belt as a very low-profile tourniquet. So overall, I recommend this pouch a lot. And if you get the hang of it, you can open it up pretty quickly. And one more time, this is the tag, and it'll be in the description. Alright, so that is the tag, and that is the review of the US IFAK II. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, feel free to leave them, or feel free to email me at wolfoutdoorreview@gmail.com. And other than that, if you have any questions, yeah, leave them or leave a comment. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.